Hi, I'm Joe Sandwright Calendar, the author of the Happy Little Garbage Truck Picture Book and Educational System, which could be found in our store, which I'll leave a location in our description box so that you can look through the materials. And it is really a system that I built based on 27 years of teaching in the special education field, which I believe is a wonderful resource for teaching literacy and social skills. So check it out. So you may be wondering why having that internal locus of control is so important that we've spent this much time on our just talking about how we can develop that. But I thought, as I thought about this in yesterday's conversation, that there are still some parts of it that I haven't gone into and explaining why it's so important in a child's life and how this pans out in our day-to-day activities. Well, I believe the desire and the practice of having an internal locus of control is based on our perceptions. How we see things, how we see ourselves in the midst of a challenge really will determine whether we have an internal locus of control or an external one. So, it if we have an internal locus of control, this will determine how much we allow ourselves to be controlled by externals, or whether we make a decision within ourselves that we will do what's best for ourselves, no matter what everyone else is doing. And this is so important for children when it comes to topics of bullying or just, having that firm self esteem. So, that internal locus of control actually is a part of having a healthy self esteem. So, how can we control our attitude of mind? Because that's actually where it all starts. And I believe this comes from looking for and sometimes researching the positives that can actually turn around a negative situation. So, that one decision has been found to turn around many negative situations. And as we model this in our lives, it will affect our children because they'll see what we're doing, especially when there is a challenging situation, because we're like that live model that they're looking to see, well, how should I be handling this and how should I be feeling? Because sometimes it is confusing for us less, much less, how much can a child make sense out of things that are really confusing to us? So they look to us for like a blueprint of how to possibly manage in that kind of situation. So our attitudes refer to our emotions, our beliefs, and behaviors. And that all of those may have developed from our values and our worldview. So I believe our attitudes come from making a basic decision on how we view life, and that can tend to have a positive or negative skew to it. So as this, there are so many negatives in the world. So personally, I have a spiritual worldview and prayerfully daily seek to be aligned with God's will. So this gives me the hope, inspiration, and the perseverance that I have in my day-to-day activities in life. In my teaching practice, this translates into seeking to have a positive mindset. And that's one thing that I try to encourage my children to see themselves as having not less than having a potential and the they're filled with possibilities. So that positive mindset hopefully translates into children trying harder to do their best. So actually, it's not just seeking to do your best, but it's actually looking for the best in others and also seeking to have a hopeful, positive solution to life's challenges. So, in our future conversations, we'll take a look at articles that have to do with the attitude of mind and see how we can develop a more positive mindset that will translate into our children being able to cope with a lot of things that happen in life. So, thank you so much for being with me today and have a wonderful holiday weekend. And please share, please subscribe. Thank you.